Hey YouTube, we're back again with another review. Today is going to be a quick one. It's going to be on a release that was actually from this year. It's from a designer who is actually a celebrity designer, I guess, celebrity fragrance. And he's a singer. He's in a band, and he's been all over the place here lately. Had a few hits here and there this past year and the year before. So he's been kind of slowly progressing his way into being a household name. So I guess he tried to take his chances at the fragrance market. So I'm talking about Adam Levine. And so this is a woody aromatic fragrance released this year, like I said before. The nose behind this fragrance was Jan Vasnier, and I'm probably not pronouncing that right, but it's just what I can read here. So here's the bottle, which is a pretty cool looking bottle. I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a microphone. I'm a musician, so I've recorded before, and I know what microphones look like. So this looks like the screen on a mic. It looks like it's metal, and it has plastic on the inside. It might just be shiny plastic, actually, now that I look at it a little bit closer. Nonetheless, it looks like that, sort of almost just like a screen. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a microphone. I've seen this stuff online before, and it has blue juice in it. Maybe it was just for the advertising. Maybe they want to make it look blue, but this is clear, so I don't know if that means anything. This is a 1.7 ounce that I found for 35 bucks. Yeah, the box is kind of a cool design, I guess. Pretty plain. Kind of has this little silver piece here in the middle, and the box slides off from the top, and it has a little foam on the top here. So anyway, it's a nice presentation, I guess. The top notes are mandarin, orange, grapefruit, lemongrass, sage, and violet leaf. The mid is passion fruit, guava, and ginger. The base is cedar, sandalwood, and amber. Not too much going on. So it's I didn't really know what to expect. I smelled this a while back at Macy's, and I was wondering, this wasn't that long ago, maybe 3 to 5 months ago, maybe no, not even that long, 2 to 3 months ago. I smelled this at Macy's, and they're pushing it pretty hard. She kept trying to bring. I was talking about other fragrances. She kept bringing up the Adam Levine. She kept wanting to bring it up and talk about it, which means they're trying to push it pretty hard, which is the reason probably why now this is 35 bucks and not, I think at retail it was like 60, I think, or maybe a little bit less, maybe 55 or something like that for a 1.7. So I tried this out this morning before work, and I wanted to give it a full day's attention just to see exactly what it had to offer. So let me go ahead and spray a little bit on my arm. So at the beginning of this fragrance, it's really, really good. It reminded me of this Joe Malone sample that I got a while back. She has a bunch of different natural fruit smelling scents, and yeah, I mean, it starts off with grapefruit, like a big blast of grapefruit. It just really just smells like you're about to have grapefruit for like breakfast or something, or you stick your nose right on there, or if you squeeze the rind of grapefruit. It's that good. The opening anyway. So that's what you get. I wore this to work this morning, and I was driving, and I was smelling it while I was driving, and so far so good. Everything was okay. I had my air on and stuff. So a little trick that I do to get some sillage while I'm testing or whatever, I'll stick my wrist in front of the air conditioning a little bit to see if I could get it to blow in my face a little bit, and it did. It smelled pretty good. It smelled the same. It just smelled like obviously it's the sillage, so it's a little bit lighter of what I can smell on my wrist. And that was like the first, it takes me about 45 minutes to get to work, so that was the first 45 minutes. Started to change a little bit, started to kind of get a little, I don't know what it would, it started to get just a little bit sour. So I really didn't know what, maybe it was changing into something else, I guess. So it just started to get a little bit sour on me after about 45 minutes to an hour. And then I get to work, and so I'm like, it's not really changing too much. And so, So I don't really know where this fragrance is going to go. I'm thinking to myself. Well, then I start walking up to work, and there's a guy, a friend of mine that works at my job, and he's like, he kind of looks at me funny. He's like, "Man, you smell good." And I was like, "Oh, really?" I go, "Really?" And he's like, he kind of looks around. He's like, "Oh, what? You know, is that weird if I say that? You know, because I'm a guy?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "No, it's okay. It's fine." You know, I was like, "I'm actually testing this fragrance today, so I'm glad that you said something." I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to get any reaction, honestly, because I don't know. With a lot of citrus-based, there's a few out there, but with a lot of citrus-based fragrances, you know, especially after 45 minutes, it kind of died down quite a bit. So I wasn't really expecting to get much of a scent trail with this one, but apparently he did. And we were outside, we weren't inside, so he caught a whiff of it and he liked it quite a bit. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Well, throughout the morning, I was just working, and this thing started to turn really sour, like not good sour. Like I don't, and honestly, I try to find what note this could have been. Maybe the guava or the passion fruit or something, because I'm not too familiar with passion fruit. They could have thrown anything in that, because that's just kind of a general statement there or whatever, a general grouping or whatever. So it could be lots of different passion fruits. But this thing started to turn sour on me, and I started to not like it very much. I went on Fragrantica and I was like, wow, I wonder what these, you know, I got a break at work, so I went on Fragrantica real quick on my iPhone, and I was like, oh, I wonder what these, you know, what other people thought about this. And you know, it's very 50-50 on that, on Fragrantica. Like the full bar was dislike, and there was a full bar for love, and like in the middle was, I think, almost nothing. Like it just had a little bit, like a few people liked it. Either you love it or you hate it. I was leaning towards the hate side. I started reading some of the comments, and I was actually pretty amused by some of these comments. They were pretty harsh. Somebody said it smelled like BO, which I was like, okay, that's kind of a general statement. I was like, all right, you know, BO, whatever. But then I read a few more. There were some were positive, some were negative, sort of negative. But then I read one, and they hit the nail on the head. And I'm sorry to say this, but the comment said that it smells like armpit, and it does. Like, I'm sorry. Like, listen, Adam, I'm sure you're a nice guy, but this fragrance just, it started off so great. And I don't know what notes, what it did, but it seriously straight up smells like someone sprayed cologne on their armpit, and because it has that, like, that deep, sharp, sour, you know, if you don't wear deodorant and you kind of smell yourself and you're like, whoa, you know, that, because you forget to wear deodorant one day, that sharp, pungent, sour note that your armpits give, it smells like that with with grapefruit, a little bit of grapefruit, because the initial grapefruit dies down quite a bit. So, you know, you're left with, and I think it's either the guava or the passion fruit or something. It just gives it this weird note, and that's just on my skin, though. I mean, I could smell it. It could smell like armpit here, but it could smell fantastic in the air if somebody walks by. But to me, it has to smell good on me before. Like, if it just smells good to somebody else, doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, that's cool and all, but I don't want to smell like armpit or like BO, and that's exactly what this smells like. And I know that I'm going to get killed for this, because probably some people out there like it or love it even. But I didn't like it at all. And after again, maybe it was a power suggestion. Maybe I read that comment and I was like, wow, it does. Who knows? But all I know is that described it to me perfectly. And I really wanted to like this one. I did a review on my top favorite summers, and I did another one on Levin Sport, and you know, I was just like, you know, I really want to find a good summer long-lasting fragrance. And I know that there's a lot out there, but I was just, you know, I just wanted to give this one a try. It's fairly new, but there is a reason why the price went down, you know. So it's pretty linear, I guess. It doesn't change too much, and when it does change, it doesn't change for the good. So this one's a big thumbs down for me. Sorry guys if you guys like it out there. I didn't get, you know, maybe a little lemongrass. I mean, it's definitely citrusy. I mean, the opening is the best part, and that's the last part. You're going to get maybe 45 minutes, and then it's like, where does it go from here? But, I mean, again, it's just my nose. Obviously, I think what the other guy thought who commented that. So, you know, but this was a confusing one for me, you know, because it started off so great, you know, and didn't end so well. So, yeah, so that's Adam Levine. Sorry, buddy. You know, he writes some good songs. I think he might have won a couple of Grammys, and you know, people know his name, but I don't know. I don't know if he smelled this before he released it, or if he just must have really liked it and said, "Go ahead, release it." But you know, I'm sure it's just me, but I don't like it. So thumbs down for Adam Levine. Sorry, bud. You're gonna have to go probably go back to the store, get something else instead. But so that was my review on Adam Levine for Men, and I'm gonna have another video out pretty soon. Just gotta see what I got lined up here first. And so please rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know if you love this one. Let me know if you hate it. Let me know if you agree with me or you disagree. All comments are welcome. You know, there's nothing to hide here. So thanks again, guys, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks. Later.